introduction to this great festival, and I'm very happy to be able to do it with you.
Fantastic.
First question, could you share with us your first dance memory?
My first dance memory?
Yeah.
Wow.
Of you dancing and the feeling of it.
Well, I remember being very young, and I have 3 brothers, and they're close in age, but they're all much older than me. And they had a band, you know, so they would bring home like their drums and the guitar, and I was little, but I remember I loved getting up and dancing while they were playing.
What was your feeling at that time? Can you remember?
Well, I guess I realized it was like another way of us sharing an experience together that was totally different, you know, because we weren't speaking, but we were doing something all together at the same time. So it was really nice. I just remember feeling like I belonged, you know, especially being like the little one with the older brothers, you know, so it was something I could do
in a while.
and feel like I was part of it. So yeah, it was a nice way to have something to do that felt good, that felt right, and I didn't question it. I don't know what I did, but
I'm sure it was amazing.
Yeah, kudos.
When did you think it could be a way for you professionally to go with
dance initially?
Yeah.
I guess I always loved dancing, but it was always like a second thing. It was like more for enjoyment. And then after I finished like my first degree from college in visual art, I was taking more and more dance classes. It was like it was balancing things out. Then I discovered that they had programs, like professional programs. I started doing one at a studio that doesn't exist anymore. It's become 303. And then I went to Concordia University because they have the degree program in contemporary dance. So I was there for 3 years.
But in the program, did they already started to play with video a lot and films and cinema?
Not really. We had video equipment to document our shows, but that's all it was. It was documenting shows. But then I started taking it to the studio with me and creating with the video camera because I don't know, I was never really drawn to creating work for like a traditional stage. So I was always finding other kind of sites to create work in. It could be inside, could be outside, but really establishing what the performance space would be based on the frame. So like with very little training, I just knew that I was really drawn to that, to really working within the frame of a video camera.
And so naturally, when you started this process as a youngie, how did you progressively concentrate your work on film with movement and dance only? Right.
Well, I think like when I started doing that, it felt right. So then I did a summer program. At one point, it was the cinema department at Concordia would have like an open program in the summer for students from other fine arts faculties to do like the introduction to filmmaking. So I did that, and it was amazing. So at the end of the summer, I was able to apply to the program, and then I went into the cinema program and graduated from that. And at the time, I think I was like the only student doing dance films at the time.
Incredible.
Yeah.
What would you, do you have filmmakers that work with dance that you could say they inspired you? In some way?
Yeah,
sure.
Absolutely. Because when, you know, I started seeing that it was really dance that I wanted to use as my sort of subject and my language. When I was still in film school, I started doing just independent research into anything from like, there were really cool music videos in the, 90s, late 80s.
Oh, yeah.
But also dance films like David Hinton. I can't think of all the directors at the time, but even like they were doing really, really great dance films like with DV8. I loved all of their work.
Yes.
In Montreal, it was François Girard, who was doing, again, beautiful filmmaking with different companies. But it was also like fiction filmmakers I was drawn to, documentary filmmakers. It was really about like how people captured the presence of an actor or a person in a space. So I learned a lot just from studying film outside of dance film that I think informed a lot of my approach, or my education anyways, in filmmaking.
And when did you create the Mouvement Perpétuel? It's the company, your first company that you share
with Philippe. But actually, before Mouvement Perpétuel, I had a company called Les Productions à Rebours.
Oh, I didn't know.
And it was with Jules Denis Verville, who's our editor, still works with us today, and 3 dancers. So we were really, really invested in doing site-specific creation on film. We did 2 beautiful projects together, and then we all sort of went in different directions. And Philippe and I started Mouvement Perpétuel 25 years ago.
Yes,
so this is our 25th anniversary of co-creation. So we work together on the majority of our projects.
Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Beautiful. So feature length films, short films, essays, installations, exhibitions.
Exactly. Yes. We've done work with installation, 3D filmmaking, a number of documentaries, like short and medium length. We haven't done a feature, but we've done like hour-long documentaries, and dance films, where we really often work with a particular choreographer and, rewrite the choreography for a film with their participation.
I know a little bit about this part, but we're going to share more of that. When was the encounter with Rafik, the team, the FQD?
I was looking into that earlier today, and I was trying to recall, because it seems like it's been part of my September for many, many years. Well, back in 2010, Philip and I showed one of our films at the festival. Might have even been before then, because I think by 2010, that would have been our 10th anniversary, because the festival did a retrospective of our work until that time.
Ah, beautiful.
So we had about 10 films that we showed at the National Film Board, but when they were in a different location than where we'll be tomorrow. And then since then, I've done all kinds of things, mostly shown work, and for at least, I'd say the last 7 years, I've been involved with the curation of the programming.
And this possibility of you curating other works from different countries, different people, but also obviously artists from here, how do you see the focus on the dance films evolve in the FQD and more broadly in the genre?
Well, we always have just a very small window, so we can't program that many films. For the international sector, we work with partners that are involved in the festival. So there might be performing artists here from Poland, as there are this year, and from the United Kingdom. So we've been working with people that are involved in dance film creation in both of those countries. They sent films, we discussed, I selected 2 films from each with their input. But the films from here, it's always really exciting because I feel, because we can show so few, it's kind of like a snapshot of what's going on right now. And this year I feel it's really different. Like people are really invested in like very different ways of working with the body on film. Like moving more into like fiction, the dancer as like a character, even if it still might be sourcing a very personal theme or idea. I don't know, it seems to be like a real richness of like just going into new directions and new territory. And I have to say, it really feels like a new thing.
So it's going to be tomorrow.
It's quite different tomorrow, yes.
Yes, in ONF.
That's right.
From 7 to 5 to...
From 5 to 7, it's the Indigenous Film the film program. And then from 7:15 to, might go until 10, because people are also making longer films. And this is the first year that we're programming, longer than 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
So the last film is, sort of hybrid documentary, essay, performance film, and it's about 25 minutes long with Tony Chung.
Plus the chit-chat at the end with people sharing, expressing.
And it's going to be so nice because all the filmmakers will be there from the second program.
Wow, fantastic. What would you say these films that you are making and we are making, how do they have a special power or a special value? How do they, for you to touch specifically the audience? And why FQD should, it's fancy to have films because now there's so much going on, but what in FQD do you think that it means?
Well, I think it's so important for us as artists to be able to connect with the public. And even in Montreal, we have very, very few chances to show our films. So like this is one of the occasions where creators from here can actually engage with an audience from here. And I find the audiences tend to be very sensitized already to dance because Festival Quartier Danse is really about live dance. And then we have this little window for the dance film component. But I see it's just a really, really good time for people to come together and exchange and feel that their work is being seen. And, you know, we all have sort of the goals, like how we want our films to impact the viewer. So this is like one of the chances to see what the impact is and to get that exchange, which I think is really, really valuable.
Super precious. You're a filmmaker, an author, but you're also a producer. FQD does co-produce films also, dance films.
We have, yes. No, Rafik came up with an amazing idea during COVID. Rather than not have the festival, it was to take all of the choreographers that were already scheduled, you know, and planning to perform. And I had so much fun being part of this because we paired them with filmmakers. You know, so knowing people from the film community and getting an idea of what the choreographers might be working with. Some had their own artists that they wanted to work with, but some didn't. So we did some matchmaking, which led to some beautiful relationships, and these people are still working together. We did that for a few years. Right now, we don't have the funding to continue it, but I really hope that can
come back,
pick up again,
for sure.
Because it's wonderful. Yeah, just again to have that support right from the get-go to help a film get made.
Okay, this is your 25th anniversary with Mouvement Perpétuel.
That's right.
I also this beautiful project with Sandy Silva, incredible percussive dance choreographer, Migration Dance Project.
Right, which is into its 11th year now, so we've had a milestone too.
2 vessels. What are your hopes for the future? What can we wish you?
I don't know. Well, one is to share, like to really look back at everything, like I think with Mouvement Perpétuel, all the work we've done, and to just have the time to really like reflect on the evolution of our work, you know, not just our own body of work, but sort of how the whole dance film has evolved, you know, like as a practice since we started. And then with Migration Dance, we're really moving, and it started when we worked with you in France, bringing community more and more into the process. And I love that, because I always love the idea, because I've worked in documentary quite a bit as an editor. I love documentary. And always having like something that is tangible and real that can also be part of the experience. So I find when like we bring in community, you know, for them it's like a real experience. They're not dancers, they're coming to participate. So that really satisfies that desire I've always had about trying to find a way to really merge, you know, real life and art and bring it together in another form of
it feels like
art.
The circle is full.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, more projects underway, and
well, we wish
forward
you
to that.
all that and more.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you in advance for the focus of dance films that you're going to show tomorrow at ONF. Yes. And thank you for sharing with the Valado people and the podcast and voilà.
Thank you so much.
Merci.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow too, and you will be there.
Yes.
Fantastic.
For sure.
Okay, great.
Merci.